Hello, Gemini, friends of mine. Welcome in, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium tarot reader, a healer, and an empath. And I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will give you an example of in a minute. Excuse my dogs, guys. They always get like this when I'm about to read. Alright, so I embody spirits. My spirits, they're always with me. I speak to them through my pendulum here. They answer me anything. I channel into them all day, every day. Okay, this means love. But they will pick out the first several cards. For those of you who've been with me before, I usually do the tarot, but they want me to do like an oracle here, okay? So let's see what they're trying to say. I think this is going to be a juicy reading, all right, Gemini? So hang in there. All right, let me show you my telekinesis here. I won't move the bell, but I'll move the clapper inside. Here we go. Okay, they said telekinesis doesn't exist, but it does, okay? I am living proof of telekinesis and how you can move things with your mind, okay? All right, also with my, I can also do it with my hands, okay? My hands have energy that can move things as well, okay? Giving me the hands of healing. All right. So again, my spirits will pick out the first several cards, and then I will follow it up with tarot to see what the messages are. Subscribe to my channel so me and my spirits can pick up on your energy, okay? And of course, we all live different lives and we're all on different timelines, so please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to, okay? All right, my information is, I do private readings, so my information is down below, and they are affordable. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll here. Okay, this is what crowns you, Gemini. What crowns Gemini right now? What crowns Gemini? What crowns Gemini? All right, this is what crowns you right now. This is what's around you. This is what crowns you. Your crown. You're off your throne. This is your crown, okay? Regain your power. You're off your throne. This is what crowns you. Your crown. All right. Somebody's off their throne. Chin up. All right, princess, king. Well, the crown slips and it will break. Okay. So for some of you, you're off right now. Okay. You have to regain your power. Something about regaining your power. This can be with your love life or at work. What is their intuition? What's their third eye? What are they? Gemini's third eye right now. This, okay? Your third eye, your intuition, date night. For some of you, you want a date night. You want to go out. You want romance. Okay? Communication. What's the throat chakra saying here? What's the throat chakra saying for Gemini spirit? Throat chakra for Gemini spirit. Throat. You are saying that it's new. There's early stages of something, in a sense. For some of you, you might be pregnant, okay? Early stages of something, I feel. For some of you, this is a young chickie, okay? You might have a farm with chickies, but there's some kind of early stages of some kind of new something birthing. It can be romantic, okay? This can be romantic. Maybe they got you, you know, off your power here, off your throne. Maybe they caught you off guard or something. This is what your heart is saying, though, right now. You have a new love. Flirting. New love. Flirting. All right? It's the early stages, and you're flirting, and you want to go out on date night here. They got you off your throne, okay? Right. What's the solar plex? What's the... Yeah, I feel like, you know, somebody's giddy. Butterflies, you know. Somebody's giddy with butterflies here. Yeah. New level, all right? This is what your gut is saying. You know, you want to take it to the next level. New phase, promotion. For some of you, this is a promotion. Okay, for some of you, this is a promotion. It might be, you know, something to do with your job. You want to take it to the next level, your job or something, or you might get a promotion or something, taking something to the next level. And it could be this person, this new person, if you are in a new stages of something. Here we are with disputes. This is where your love chakra is. You might be in disputes or conflict or some kind of, you know, pain with your loved one. Okay, this can be family, friends, or your loved one. There's disputes and conflict, okay? There's pain here. For some of you, you're into the, you know, the binding and the S&M thing, okay? For some of you, this is what grounds you, celebration, all right? For some of you, you're going to be celebrating something here, a victory, some kind of achievement. Again, some, you know, a promotion of some sort. For some of you, you're celebrating this promotion, this victory. And what you don't see under the deck is false friends, all right? Dishonesty, hidden agendas. This is what you don't see under the deck. What you don't see is hidden agendas. There's fake friends. There's people with masks on right here, okay? There's people being dishonest and hidden agendas, false friends. So just be mindful. Might be the people who you're disputing with here, okay? What's this off your throne? What does the tarot say here for Gemini? Spirit, what do you have for Gemini? What are you trying to tell me for Gemini? All right, regain your power. All right, somebody's off their thrones here. Somebody's in regret, and somebody is in the Ten of Swords, okay? Some kind of painful endings here with regret and disappointment and loss here with this off your throne, all right, with your crown. There could have been endings here with the disputes that are going on in your love life here. Yeah. There was painful endings. There was loss. All right, maybe somebody started something with somebody new. All right, and the other person can be in regret. But there's painful ending with disappointment and regret. Page of Swords. Somebody with new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating. This can be, you know, with some kind of gossip or some kind of, you know, disputes of some sort or gossip. The beginning of the Three of Wands, right in your heart, preparing for looking ahead. You're looking forward. You're expanding. You're looking ahead. You're preparing. You're progressing to the next, something new. You're looking forward to something here. You're looking, you know, your boat's coming in here. When's my ship coming in? Where am I going? There's overseas opportunities here and expansion. This is you looking forward, and this could, right above that is your new love. So you're probably, you know, looking forward, you know, with new love here. With hope and calm, the star, all right? The star card with faith and purpose. Right above that is a new phase. All right, so there's some kind of renewal here. There's a renewal of some sort. Again, this can be a promotion. This is fortune, good omen, rejuvenation of some sort. I feel like, you know, for some of you, again, painful endings, and you just, you know, you're hopeful and you're calm. Priestess, high priestess, Pisces energy. Right above that is disputes, and you knew it. You knew about all this bullshit that was going on. There's painful endings here, and they regret something told you about it. This is your love right here. You could be dealing with the Pisces right now, but your intuition told you, to start new. Start new, rejuvenate. All right, renew. Yeah, keep going. Ace of Wands. start something new, new project, new inspiration. This is a new opportunity. And right above that is the celebration. So you're going to be celebrating some kind of new project, new growth. There's going to be a new opportunity, a new birth, new work, a new desire to start something, a new potential of some sort. All right. What else for Gemini? What is this for Gemini with the Ten of Swords and off your throne? You couldn't be feeling depressed and, you know, and you feel like collapsed and defeated here. You're off your throne, all right? You have to regain your power, okay? You have to regain your power. To every painful ending, there's new beginnings, okay? There's new beginnings, all right? So just when you, you know, thought the world was, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. All right? That's what kind of energy I'm getting here. You're going to be victorious at the end, starting new things with your new willpower and urge to create something new. Whether it be with a person or your family or your lover or a job, this can be, you know. Something that you knew about, though. Look, chaos. Chaos came out right beneath your crown chakra here, your Ten of Swords. So there's difficult experiences, heavy burdens, you know, heavy burdens, which this is a burdens. There's painful endings, burdens, betrayals, with, you know, something trying to test your strength here. Difficult situations that were testing your strength, and you're off your throne right now because somebody came through with these heavy burdens. Tested your strength, unpredictable events. Don't worry. You got inner, you know, inner wisdom. You got inner wisdom. You got divine, you got trust in yourself, okay? You got sacred knowledge. So you knew something about this conflict or this pain or this dispute that you guys are fighting about. You knew something about something, Gemini. Maybe it was fake friends or something about that, some kind of hidden agenda, but you found out about it, or you had some kind of intuition about it. Now, poor health, okay, came out right next to neglecting health. This is right above regret and loss and grief, addictive habits. This can be somebody with addictive habits, and they're lost. They're in a loss. This can be you or them with these addictive habits, and somebody's in regrets, okay, or in a loss about this neglecting habit. Somebody's in regret because somebody's neglecting their health here. Purpose, all right, purpose. This is, you know, doing your soul work here, and this is new, right above new stages, looking for meaning of life. So this can be you discovering your life purpose, okay? This can be you at the beginning of new Page of Swords, finding your new purpose, mental energy here, looking for meaning in life, you know, going on a spiritual journey, doing your spiritual work here, looking for meaning and your purpose, okay? It's time to take a chance, to take risk, you know, leap into the unknown, you know, leap into the unknown, and look ahead with foresight and just, you know, progress. There's opportunities, expansion somewhere else here. So it says leap into the unknown, adventure awaits with the dice, okay? You might be dealing, I always get this card Libra. I always, you know, somebody might be dealing with a Libra here, but the number 11 is significant. So June 11th, you know, June 1st is here. June 9th is also here. June 19th. May 29th is also here. The 12th is here. June 12th is here. Okay, divine timing. All right, so this promotion, right, with the star, and then learn to let go of something you can't control. The trust in divine time and be patient. So with this promotion, this next level thing, just be patient. All right, be patient, have faith. You have good fortune coming in. You have good omen, good omen. Be patient, divine timing. Whatever you're waiting for, whether it be this new love or this promotion, just be patient, all right? It's something that you can't control. That number 1155 might be significant to you. The 55, you might be 55 years old. You might have an 11-year-old child or live somewhere 11th, I don't know. I want to say 11th floor might be significant. Something like that. Something to do with the outside. 11. I don't know. 11. All right. What's this dispute in High Priestess? What is this? All right. It is a hot mess. Yeah. Hot mess. Somebody's chaotic in a messy situation with conflict. Something that you know about. Something that you know about. You know that this person is messy or whatever, and this can be you or them feeling miserable, being irresponsible, chaotic, messy situation. I don't feel like this is you, but I feel like this person caused you conflict and you knew something about this. Your intuition was telling you something about this person, whether they had, habits. Somebody smoked cigarettes here. I just heard iced tea and I heard orange juice. I don't know if that's significant to you. All right. And pearls are significant as well. Pearls are significant here. Opening doors to a better future. This is the key. All right. The key. Right above that is victory and Ace of Wands, which is a new project. And then you're celebrating. You're celebrating something here. It might be keys to a car, a house, a loan, something that you didn't have access to before, access to what was hidden, finding solutions. Maybe you're finding solutions to something here, but you're celebrating some kind of victory with some kind of keys that you're getting, or a key to something, a new project or something like that. I just heard a locker. I don't know what that means. Locker, a key to a locker? Something. A key to something though, a new project, an opportunity, a ribbon of some sort. I heard a ribbon. I don't know what that means. A ribbon. Maybe some of you do something, get ribbons. All right. Somebody's drawing me here. Somebody won something, some kind of ribbon. I don't know. Some kind of ribbon or first, second place, something like that. Trophy, a ribbon. Okay, so Gemini. What else you have to tell me for Gemini, Spirit? What is this chaos? Regain your power. There was unpredictable events that you had no control over that, was a betrayal here and a loss. Okay, something that you had no control over. You have to regain your power though now. You might be off your throne, but you're going to take it to the next level in a minute. You're going to be celebrating too. This is a timeless reading. This can be past, present, or future. Okay? Take it where it resonates. If it doesn't belong to you, it doesn't belong to you. Look at that. Divine timing. All right? Divine timing. Same card, different decks. Okay? This is what crowns you. So surrender to divine time, and the universe is looking out for you, all right? Even though it's chaotic and there's collapse and failure and defeat around you and you're off your throne, right now is not the right time. They're saying surrender, all right? Surrender to divine timing. The universe is looking out for you, all right? Something that you can't control, all right? So trust in divine time and be patient. Just surrender, they're saying. Don't let people, give you bad energy and stay in a bad energy because of other people, okay? Other people, bring you down. They want to bring you down. This is, some people, they're in your life for that. So just keep it pushing, all right? Keep it pushing. Keep it moving forward with good energy, positive, hopeful, and just... You're a high priestess. If you feel something, go with your gut. All right? Go with your gut feeling. Go with your gut. You're the star. All right? you feel it, you know. Sometimes you feel that. You just got to go with your feeling, your gut feeling right now. Some people, you know, they're false. Don't forget, they're false people around you. Hot mess with chaos around you, trying to make you, you know, crazy. Okay, trying to make you like this, neglecting your health and having mental health down and mental breakdown or whatever, or feeling frustrated and stuff. No, keep it pushing. You got to look forward. Okay, look forward. No time for disputes. You know about these disputes. Who wants to be in a hot mess anyway? All right. What else, Spirit? What else do you want to tell us? 3 is significant. The 3rd is here. January 3rd and January 13th is also here. Somebody likes red bows. I don't know what that means. I just heard red bows. Red bows. That's significant. Golds. Somebody loves gold. Somebody wears a lot of gold here. The 7th and the 4th are here also. So June 4th is here. Shamanic drumming. That's right. Allow music to heal your soul and connect to you to spirit. So this is, you know, sound healing. They want you to, you know, if you're neglecting your health or whatever, don't feel like you're neglecting your health. Allow music to heal your soul and connect you to spirit. All right? They don't want you to be in this despair here. Maybe you need to go out into like the earth. Go out into nature, or go out on a date night. You know, it can be the early stages of something, but they're saying just go out. Don't be in regret, okay? All right, boredom. You might be bored. You might be 46 years old, 46, 47. All right, June 10th is here. It says here, boredom. All right, gain happiness by learning how to want the things you already have. Unhappy, discontent, routine, apathy. So, you know, again, right above that is doing the soul work, looking for meaning in life. You can be bored right now. You know, they're saying, you know, if you're unhappy or whatever, you know, learn how to want the things that you already have. You know, just, you want to, go do some gardening, or dust off some old stuff and renew it again, or maybe change around some stuff, or change your house around. I'm hearing maybe, you know, put things in different places to get a renewed sense of something new. Right above that is new. So I feel like, you know, for some of you, you want something new, you know. New ideas right below that. New, you know, doing the soul work, discovering your life purpose, and then bored, unhappy. So for some of you, yeah, you're bored, you know, and you're discontent, and you want something new. You know, after this painful endings that happen, these deep wounds and betrayal, you're probably, you know, disappointed and grief, and you're bored and discontent. But don't worry, you know, you're trying to decide on, you know, where you're going in life. Take that chance. Get out of your comfort zone. They're saying, get out of your comfort zone. Do something. Overseas opportunity. Okay? Maybe, you know, do something overseas. Maybe travel. Maybe there's travel here too. Maybe there's some kind of opportunity overseas, or somewhere that, you know, you might want to take a risk on. Okay? But they're saying adventure awaits. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. For some of you, you wear handkerchiefs around your head, or something to do with a handkerchief. Masculine, divine masculine here. You can be a divine masculine. This is in your heart. All right. Take charge, action. Be willing to take risks, but remain unattached to the outcome. Remain unattached to the outcome. Magic. There it is. You can be 44 years old. You could have a 16-year-old child. June 16th is here. June 6th is here. You can be 45 or 44. Magic. Magic surrounds you and is in you. Use your skills to protect yourself, okay? Use your skills to protect yourself. With the High Priestess here, absolutely. You know, there's psychic, spells casted, sorcerer, witch. So for some of you, you're tarot readers, you know, you're psychic. You feel things. There's a you know, you're searching for your purpose right now. You're doing your soul work. All right. Yeah, right above that is the star with divine timing. All right, with a new phase. For some of you, you probably had your awakenings or some kind of spiritual renewal or something. Some of you read tarot cards. You do this, okay? Hobbies and crafts. Right under hot mess and high priestess and disputes. All right, second job, projects. Cultivate a hobby or new forms of interest to keep your hands busy. 1971 is significant. You can have a 17-year-old child. June 17th is here. 1971 and 1972 and 73 is here. And 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're saying. All right, when a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. All right, when a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard, they're saying. Maybe one more from here. Yeah, I just heard when you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. Just heard that. All right, teepee house. You can, on the 21st, so there's May 21st and June 21st is here. For somebody, you know, you have a 12-year-old child or a 21-year-old child, and you have 3 children. Expect a change in your home, a move or a new household member. Treat and relax family belonging. Again, I feel like somebody is going to have a baby. Somebody's either pregnant or is expecting to have a baby. All right, but look, the key is right above that. Like I said, you know, somebody's going to be moving into a new home, or is getting a new home, or is getting a roommate or something new, or they're celebrating you know, a baby or something, or celebrating something here, celebrating something new in your house. Whether it's a family member, a new family member, a baby. This can be keys to a new home too. Keys to a new home. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else you have to tell me for Gemini? What else you have to tell me for Gemini? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Let me know what's going on with Gemini. $47. I just heard the number 47. You could be 47 years old. 1947 is significant. I don't know. Just heard that. Okay, pouching right now. Pouching, trespassing by any means, taking what is not theirs. You know, again, and this is right. You know, above the chaos and the painful endings. All right, defeat, loss. So somebody definitely trespassed by any means, taking what is not theirs, and this is probably why you have painful endings. Okay, difficult experiences, heavy burdens that tested your strength on this pouching here. For some of you, you have dogs, you have German Shepherds. Okay, for some of you, I see German Shepherd or big dog, something like that. Mechanical. Okay, mechanical, thinking logically and without emotional. Somebody's here mechanical right now. You know, like just, you know, and regret, you know, with the addictive habits, mental, you know, there's mental health conditions, and just doing stuff mechanically, all right? Thinking logical and without emotion. So you might, you know, listen to a sound bowl, okay? Maybe some music. There's signs in music. Don't forget your ancestors are trying to tell you something here. All right, you might want to start something new with your hands here. What's this boredom? What is this with the early stages and the Page of Swords with purpose and boredom? Emu, emotional drama queen, fakes for attention, makes a big deal out of nothing. The 10th is here, makes a big deal out of nothing. June 10th is here. So this can be somebody who's unhappy. You know, this is the person who's unhappy, who's bored. Emotional drama queen, fakes for attention, makes a big deal out of nothing. So identity theft came out. Someone else fitting the bill, stealing others' ideas or partners, pretending to be someone they're not. So somebody can be pretending something that they're not, okay? '66 is significant. You can be 66 or 1966 is those 66 is significant. That number 66, okay? Some of you had identity theft. Some of you, you know. And then fire starter came right next to that, and right above that is magic, okay, with the psychic and the spell. So true visionary. All right, you're a rebel mission. You have a mission here, again, a purpose, okay? I feel like, you know, something 59, 58 is significant, but true visionary questions. So again, I feel like something, you know, with you can be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, but it's something with your hands. All right, there's something to do with your hands. For some of you, you're really out there looking for a purpose right now, looking for meaning in life, your mission. You have a mission that you're looking for right now. All right, something that you're looking for here. And it has to do with time. True visionary. You might be a rebel. Questions rules. You're ready to go to the next phase. What else? Mama's boy. All right, so somebody's here's a mama's boy. Her opinion is the most important. All right, places mother above everyone else. So somebody's here's a mama's boy. She can be 63 years old, okay? 63, 64, all right? You can be 36 years old. 36 is significant here. But somebody here is mama's boy. And they can be a hot mess. And this is why you're fighting with them. Okay? This is the reason why you can be fighting with them. But yeah. Maybe for some of you, you know, like there's maybe things that, you know, this person's parent wants from them, and you feel like, oh my, it's just too much to do, you know. You feel like you're unhappy about this. You're feeling miserable because this person's a mama's boy, and their opinion, you know, is above yours. They're saying to, you know, get a new hobby, you know, something to keep, you know, yourself busy. Maybe a second job, a new project or something. But look, they want you to light Palo Santo sticks. Cleanse your energy. Clear the way. Palo Santo. All right? You can be, 60 to 63 years old. They're saying 59, 60 to 63 here. Clear the way. All right? This can be the person's mom here. But cleanse your energy. All right? You have to cleanse your energy. Celebrate victory. Yeah, teepee house. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. And here we have like her with the smoke, grass in her hair. All right. For some of you, you smoke weed, or you smoke cigarettes. Again. But they want you to keep grounded. Okay. Cleanse yourself. This woman has, she feels tied down. I feel like somebody feels tied down or something, but they want you to cleanse your energy, light your stage, your palo sticks, your incense, all right? Keep a clear water around your bed, okay? All right, they, okay, all right. Just gonna have one of these. What else you want to tell me with this? What do you want to tell me with this? What do you want to tell me with this? Oh, okay, sacral chakra. There it is. 1993 is significant. You could be 39 years old, but they're saying creative. This is your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, emotions. And that's where the mama's boy, that whole thing with the mama's boy. That's where that is at. Something to do with that. What I just said. Either, you know, you're not happy, or they're not happy, or they're making you feel unhappy, and you know something about that. All right, so soul activation, yeah. June 20th is here. Honor what is ending, all right? Honor what is ending. The 13th is here. I just heard Friday the 13th, but June 13th is here, all right? But honor what is ending, they're saying here. Honor what is ending. Soul activation. Somebody's, you know, is soul activation here. Again, you know, you might have had spiritual awakenings for some of you. Okay, you can have an 18-year-old child. 1993 is significant. Reflection is changing of the tide. Secrets, shadow. This is like the moon, reflection. Okay. Changing of the tides. There's something here you're reflecting on. There's something changing. There might be secrets with this whole chaos here. Okay. That's what that is. Honor what is ending. Celebrate. So with the ending here, there's painful endings, okay? With these painful endings and this regret of loss or whatever, they're saying honor what is ending, okay? Whether it be a person or a relationship, a job, whatever. Honor what is ending. There's a butterfly right here, okay? Again, like I said before, just when the butterfly, just when the caterpillar thought it was gonna, the world was over, it became a butterfly, okay? So the world is not over. It's not ending. Honor what is ending. New beginnings are coming. Here you go, chicken, patience. There it is. There it is, patience. Like they said, have divine timing, you know, be patient. Now, patience just came up here. Chicken. You might be seeing chickens, or you heard, you know, hearing a chicken, and you might be seeing a chicken in person or on TV, or you will be. Small actions lead to big results. All right. So small actions lead to big results. So trust in the power of small steps, pecking away at daily routines. Don't be afraid to assess yourself when needed. All right. Don't be afraid to assert yourself when needed. Okay, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, check your rising sign, okay? Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I love you guys. Please be kind to one another, and please don't be mean, because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you, Gemini. I'll see you soon. Peace out.